I might just dance. Is that all right if I dance? Man, we're good to go. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. All right, give yourselves a round of applause for being here today. Thank you very much. I'm good, folks. I feel way too over. I feel overdressed. So usually when I go and talk to schools, I stand between the teachers and working, in their classrooms, which is really kind of a daunting task, because they can get all motivated, but then they want to make sure that the cat poster sits just right on the wall, it says, hang in there, but that's not nearly as intimidating as sitting between you and the welcome reception. So that's definitely a problem. I'm going to try to work through that as much as I can. So I'm super loud, Alex. If you want to turn me down a little bit, you certainly can, because I'm going to blow everybody out of here before it's all said and done. So I'm really looking forward to spending some time with you today, and we'll get rolling with my slides, and hopefully we can get ourselves in a position where it's not just about the next hour together, it's about making a connection so we can move forward together as a group. So the first thing that I want you to do as we kind of move ourselves together is either take a picture of this, or write this down, or do something with this. That you have of my phone number, my Twitter handle, just make sure you have that. Because it's really important to me that today isn't just about the next hour of what we talked about and how we can help your school to help you tell your superintendent story. It's really about making sure that we make a connection. So that you guys, you brought me here today. You got me now. You got me. You call, you text, you're going to get a response. Those people, I've been in Illinois a couple times this summer talking to groups in Springfield and Dunlap and Addison and Norridge and Deerfield and all those groups. I make sure that I tell them the same thing. Just call me. And I would hope that if you talk to those superintendents, that they would say, just call him. He'll get a hold of you and they'll connect. So that's really important that we get to the point where we're helping each other. You have really, really hard jobs. I know that because I do it. Like, this is my job too. And a lot of times we don't get the opportunity to talk about the cool things that are happening in our system because we're always being reactive to what we're doing, right? And I think that's really important that we try to get beyond that. Now, I want to make sure that I'm very clear up front with everybody, honest with everybody. I'm not really that bright a dude at all. Not smart, not at all. I might have a lot of degrees, but I'm not that bright, not at all. I mean, I got here from hard work, and that's really about it. I honestly have one goal for you as we sit here today, and that is that you don't walk out of here feeling like this.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having this. There will be no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
That's it, man. That's all. If I walk out and you don't feel any dumber than when you walked in, I think that's totally a win for me. I think, when I started the superintendency, this is my 7th year in the superintendency, and I had this goal, it's going to look, honestly, like I'm going to walk into the superintendent role. It's going to be awesome. You've all seen this graphic. I was totally thinking it's going to be the one on the left, right? And we're just going to have success. We're going to keep going. And then I realized that it's the one on the right. But the thing about the one on the right is really simple. It's this. It's like, not only that might be the way that you get to success, honestly, but this is where all the good stuff is. It is. It's where the bad stuff is, the meetings and the boards and the parents and all that stuff. But it's also where the good stuff, like homecoming and class visits and having great conversations with teachers. That's where it resides. This is where it is. But we don't talk about that enough because we're always reacting to something that went wrong in our system because we're the one that has to deal with it, right? You walk into your office every day with a target because you're the highest paid person in your school district. And that comes with a target. And you can love it, you can hate it, you can do whatever you want with it, but you can't deny that it's real. People know what you do, they know what you make, and they know that when it comes down to the final decision in the school district, no matter what team you have put together, it is on you. And that's a hell of a lot of pressure. And one of the things that was important for me as I got into this space was try to figure out how can we make sure that the day-to-day operation of what we want to do and how we want to get better as a group really comes down to, are we really being intentional about the work that we do? So we're going to talk a little bit about Hacking Leadership today. It's a book that I co-authored with a superintendent friend of mine named Tony Sinanis, who's at Hastings on Hudson in New York. But we're going to talk about these three components today. We're going to talk about being intentional about the work that we do, opening doors for the people in our system, and making sure that we build our staff throughout the course of our time together. So that's what our day is going to look like. And before I get into it any further, I do need to introduce myself and where I'm from. I am from Fall Creek, Wisconsin. You all know where Fall Creek, Wisconsin is, yes? Home of the Fall Creek?
Crickets.
Crickets, yes. The Fall Creek Crickets, right? Wait. The mighty crickets, right? We will annoy the hell out of you, okay? We are the Fall Creek Crickets, right? And I could tell you all about Fall Creek, but it's really best coming from one of our alumni named Brayton Meyer, who put this video together.